So it is time for some Dragon Age Inquisition news. What's up, guys? I don't have a lot to talk about when it comes to this video, because I am going to go more into detail when it comes to the Raptor dev Q&A. I will be talking more in depth when it comes to that stuff. So here, I just wanted to give some announcements, or some of the announcements that have been revealed that I haven't really talked about. When I mention the characters, I won't talk too much about the characters, because I am going to be making an individual video for each character. I know. Should be awesome. The Dragon Age Inquisition demo that was showed at E3 that I got to see at E3 is now public. I'll put links somewhere around here, and I will also link it in the description so you could go check it out. It's a two-parter, and it is the full demo that was shown at E3, and they're showing off the female Qunari mage. Today, actually, it was announced at GamerX that the Iron Bull is romanceable, and he's bisexual. And he's romanceable by any race as well. Imagine if you're a female dwarf or a male dwarf. They did say that the Iron Bull will not break you. Still. I didn't think the Iron Bull was going to be romanceable, actually. I mean, given his personality, I was just like, I think he's more of like a hidden critic kind of guy. You know, kind of like a Mr. Casanova. Like, he's not going to really commit to a relationship. But, hey, it's got to be interesting. I'm literally going to make an Inquisitor for every romance. Oh my god, I want to romance all the things. They revealed Cole of a few weeks back. I didn't really talk about it, but I talked about a little bit about it on Twitter. But that was, I mean, I knew that guy, the shaggy haired guy, was Cole, man. I mean, come on, who else would it be? It looks just like his description. I'm super happy about him, and he looks so creepy, especially with that big hat. I was like, that's gonna be creepy. I cannot wait to see that story arc, and to see how they include Cole and see why he's part of the Inquisition. I have my speculation and stuff, but I just can't wait to see how they expand his character. And now that he must have more of a control over his power and stuff. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Again, I won't be talking too much about each character. I will make a video specifically about them. They finally revealed all three advisors, Liliana, Cullen, and Josephine. Until then, we were still calling her Scribbles, but they finally just went up and said, you know what, her name is Josephine, and this is her, and all that. And she's Antivan, and she looks awesome. And Mike Laidlaw did kind of imply that she was bisexual, or bisexual romance. At the time he said that, they hadn't revealed Scribbles yet. She was still Scribbles. And then he said that, and people were like, oh my god, he's talking about Scribbles. And then someone went on there and was saying, like, that's not fair that you just talk about her sexuality, but you don't talk about the character herself. And that's when they just went out and announced Josephine. So that's why I say that Mike Laidlaw kind of implied that Scribbles, or Josephine, is a bisexual romance, but I believe that hasn't been officially confirmed as of yet. A while back, maybe like a month or a month and a half ago, Mark Meer tweeted that he had just left the BioWare studio, and that he was going to be in Dragon Age Inquisition. So Mark Meer is going to be in Dragon Age Inquisition, and I believe so is Jennifer Hale, because the other day she also tweeted, like, it's Dragon Age Day, and she was at the studio, the recording studio. So Mark Meer and Jennifer Hale all are doing a voice. Who? I have no clue. The voice actors for the Inquisitor have been confirmed. There are 2 voices for each gender. So there's a British voice and an American voice for male and female. The British voice for the male Inquisitor is Harry Haddon Patton. I don't know if I said his name right, but it's the first Inquisitor. He's the one that set the tone. He was the first one we ever heard as the Inquisitor in the trailers. So I have a soft spot for him already. I think he's the one I'm going to choose whenever I make a male Inquisitor. I mean, not to downplay the American Inquisitor, because the American Inquisitor is our favorite Antivan. John Curry, he does the voice of Zevran. So I was like, Oh my god, Zebrin's the Inquisitor. That's awesome. I have a soft spot for the British Inquisitor already, but just knowing that that's Zebrin, the American one, oh, that's gonna be so cool. I mean, it all depends on what I make. If I make a dwarf, I'm gonna pick the American one. The American female Inquisitor is Suma Lee Montano, and she did the voice of Nyreen in Mass Effect 3. The female Turian, the first female Turian. And of course, as most of you already know, the British voice actress for the Inquisitor is Alex Wilton Regan, who plays Samantha Trainer. And if you haven't seen it yet, she does this amazing spit take. So funny. Every time I watch that video, I die laughing. They also revealed the voice actor for Solas. He is Gareth David Lloyd. If you guys watched the show Torchwood, he plays Ianto Jones. And of course, the big news a while ago that Freddie Prinze Jr. was voicing the Iron Bull. As you guys must know, he was James Vega in Mass Effect 3. So I was like, oh my god. That's freaking Vega. That's Freddie Prinze Jr. He does a really good job as Iron Bull. I mean, I would have never guessed that was him. They also did a video on the BioWare channel interviewing Freddie Prinze Jr., which is really cool as well. He gives a little bit of insight on the Iron Bull. Some of the devs were talking on Twitter the other day to see if they could reveal Vivienne's voice actress. They said that they couldn't, so they just revealed Solas. So they haven't really locked down Vivienne's yet, so hopefully soon we'll know who's going to be voicing Vivienne. But they did say that they're really excited to let us know. And in the Raptor Q&A, they said that there were 8 romances total, and 2 of those have race preference due to story reasons. The romances that have been confirmed, officially confirmed: Cullen, Cassandra, Iron Bull, Dorian, Sarah, kind of unofficially, kind of implied, Josephine. So there are 2 that haven't been, that we don't know anything about. And I was trying to figure them out. I think one of those romances is, I think Sir Beefcakes. I mean, come on. A freaking beefy Grey Warden? And not romanceable? And the last one, definitely not Cole, because he has the mindset of a child. I don't think it's going to be Liliana. Mark Dara said that they didn't make Morrigan romanceable because Dragon Age Origins fans would probably burn him at the stake. So I'm thinking that probably applies the same with Liliana. So that leaves Solas, Varric, and Vivienne. And I could see them all as romances. I mean, Varric, I kind of hope they don't make him a romance just because he's got such a huge connection to Bianca and it really makes him who he is. The backstory of Bianca is his love. For you to be able to romance him, there's got to be a really big, meaningful story arc there to be able to get over that story that Varric has, to be able to be like, okay, I could see this working. I think that if they really couldn't do him justice in that sense, I don't think they're gonna make him romanceable. We've never had a dwarven romance. In Dragon Age Origins, you could be a dwarf, but you never had a dwarf romance, and it's like, where's the dwarf love? Like, come on, how adorable would that be? A part of me is gushing at the thought, but another part of me is like, but what about Bianca? Like, dude, what is he gonna change the name of the crossbow to you or something? But I can only see Varric as being straight because of his past, his character that's been formed. I doubt he's bi. So that would only give you the opportunity of romancing a dwarf if you're a female. If you're a male dwarf, you really wouldn't be able to have a female dwarf romance, because some people have said, well, what about Dagna? What if Dagna is romanceable? They said in the Raptor thing, there was a mix-up where they said that there was one romance outside of advisors and companions or followers. So I was like, oh my god, what if it's Dagna? But one of the devs has clarified, saying that that outside person is actually can only be flirted with. You can only flirt with that person. They're not really considering them a romance. Between Vivienne and Solas, I could see Solas being the romance more so than Vivienne, because Vivienne's she's our legion. She's like, you know, she's high and mighty, and even her position, she's in a high position. So I don't know if she would have time for your business. Pfft, girl, you ain't good enough. Because if you think about it, Sarah is the only elven romance, and she's gay. So only female inquisitors could romance Sarah. So it's like, what other elf? There's no other elf that you could romance. So I almost see Solas as being a bi romance, so that male or female could romance Solas. I'm super curious to know who that other romances. I'm citing a little bit more towards Solas. I can't wait to know all the romances. When it comes to the ones that we know, Cullen is straight, Cassandra is straight, Iron Bull is bi, Dorian is gay, Sarah is gay, Josephine is bi. I want to know. I think that's it when it comes to the information that I got so far. I will be putting up the Raptor Q&A soon. It'll come soon. I just have to edit it. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below who you think are the 8 romances. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.